Let's see if I can do the speedrun strat. Close enough. Actually, that was a pretty good fight. So for this run, I want to get or my plan for this run, rather, is to grab a Black Knight sword. Dark souls. When your soul is dark. I'm also probably going to do for the requirement because I don't think that killing the Stray Demon will be quite enough. However, killing the Stray Demon will be extremely easy because of the Bandit Knife. Which is the entire reason I chose Thief, despite the terrible stats for what would be required. Clearly cheating. I mean, yeah, but who cares? It makes it more interesting to watch. The comments on the tier list video were very funny. Dark sword. Is it heavy? I actually have no idea. God, I didn't think about torch hollows. This might... Oh, okay. What the... Oh my god. Okay, RTSR setup. Without RTSR. And also I'm gonna do a drop, so it wouldn't be an RTSR setup. That's not important right now. This is fine. I love how people were like unironically genuinely upset. Why is the boss fight not started? What? What is going on? I've never had this happen. What? What's happening? Okay, I mean, it should die correctly. But I already did gun only. Is that a bit? That's actually a thing I did. I mean, I'll do other Souls games. Like, I have Dark Souls 2 and 3 videos planned. Hello? This is not what I expected to happen at all. I have no idea why the boss health bar just didn't show up. It did drop the slab. What? That's so messed up. Okay, we're refighting the boss. It did drop the slab. Do I get 2 slabs now? Dual dark swords? I don't think I can get more than one, right? Early game soul fight. I didn't get the souls from the first fight, though. I have no idea what's going on. Looks like I got another clip. Why does weird stuff happen in my streams? I'm just trying to play the video game. Okay. Wait, it did drop another slab. Okay. 50% chance. Either we get it or we don't. She, her does not stand for anything. Those are just my pronouns. I am a she/her. If it doesn't drop, I was going to reload my save, but I don't think that's worth it to just kill the Black Knights over and over again, especially since it takes that long. So I'm just going to open up DSR Gadget and give it to myself. What do you mean I don't sound like a girl? What does a girl sound like? I mean, it might be transphobia, but also might just be ignorance, which is fine. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, someone said I had a grandma voice. And like, I don't disagree, but also, that was not my first thought when I listened back to my voice. Flypaper for people. Well, see, the thing is, I posted a tier list similar. It was different because I had played Dark Souls 3 more recently when I made the video than when I made the other tier list. But people were talking about how like they all disagreed with everything, and I wanted to make a video explaining why I had those opinions. Those aren't genuinely just my opinions, but I knew a lot of people would disagree. That's why I named it the way I did, because I figured people would be like, oh, controversial, let's see what this is. Oh, I see why you have that opinion. Blah, blah, blah. But then people were like, you don't actually have that opinion, you're just rage baiting. Like, what? I'm sorry, I have a different opinion than you? Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do this. It's been a bit. I know I don't need to do this, but I'm going to, and then... Come on. Come on. I can do this. Come on. I got this, I promise. What the heck? There we go. That should be plenty. And drop, and perfect. I love eggnog. It's so underrated. Because the thing is, the people who don't like it really, really, really do not like it. But the people who like it a lot. But the people who don't like it are a lot more vocal, at least in my experience. Oh, Sif, right. I need to fight Sif first. I almost went straight down to New Londo. Oh, I forgot to get the crest shield. That would be very useful against 4 kings at this low level. I'll go back and grab that. Hopefully I don't die to Sif. This is good damage. I should be fine. GG. You straight. Why would I want a straight sword? Actually, I can get Wolfring now real quick. Might as well. So I don't... Oh my god. Have to come back to the garden. I can just go straight to the basin. Dragon Fist only? God, that would be so awful. I forgot. He was aggressive. That was scary. There we go. Yeah. So the thing about being a Dark Souls challenge runner is there are a lot of people who are just way better at the game than me. But that's why I make the style of videos I do. I don't do stupidly difficult challenge runs. I did a couple times just because I thought they were funny ideas, like the 2-0 runs and stuff. I like showing off unique things in the game, right? So like, who uses the Dark Sword? Who's going to be like, oh cool, the Dark Sword, guess I'll upturn my entire build and use it. So like, that's why I want to use the Dark Sword. I did a playthrough, or I'm doing a playthrough with bows only, because bows only is not a challenge run, like at all. It's extremely easy. And you can do a ton of damage with bows, but everyone says bows are bad. That's why I did the whip, because the people consider the whip a bad weapon, but it's just not. There are a lot of challenge runs that just aren't challenge runs. And I think it's fun to pick on those. Not like, because like they are good videos. There are a lot of really good videos about challenge runs that just aren't, let me through, jeez, that just aren't difficult. And like, even people who I would consider my friends on like other challenge runners who I would consider my friends, they do challenge runs like that. I just think it's funny to pick them apart. Be mad at me, please. Okay, good. Sometimes he just doesn't aggro for whatever reason. And then you have to like climb up there, or you'll run out of arrows before you kill him or whatever. Or you have to reset, and it's just the whole thing. So, oh, true, Desert Pyromancer. I also dress like a slut. My hair gets pulled by my leggings, so we both have legging problems with hair, but very different ones. Sensory nightmare, but also I look hot as hell, so it's worth it. Okay, this damage isn't too bad. I only have requirements, but that hit me. Uh-oh. Okay. Everything's fine. Dark Souls 3 patches sells you weed while you watch the world end. Whoa, why did I've never had a king spawn that close to me. That was terrifying. Oh. Yeah, the 4 kings are definitely roommates who have explored each other's bodies. And they're also very open about being gay, but history will not remember them for that. Okay, let's see if I can prompt swap. Yeah. I should learn the brightness menu one. That one feels more consistent. And then I'm probably just going to glitch to get the large ember real quick. This is almost definitely bat roll. Okay. Mid roll. Really? Okay. Oh no, that's a fast roll. The pants are extremely flattering. Are you kidding me? If somebody walked up to me with these and was like, hey, kiss me, I would. No questions asked. Good idea. I'll put on the mask. Is that mid-roll? It is. I'll take off the pants for now. The true Dark Wraith cosplay indeed. This is actually how they hang out in their club room, in their Covenant room. When they all go down to the Abyss to hang out for their 15-minute break. This is what they look like. So the reason I consider this one of the fanciest weapons is because the R2s are all spinny and flowy and cool. There we go. I could also just cheese Capra. Cheese Capra or... Nah. Just go straight to the depths. Okay. Ow. Rats are painful. Okay, whatever. Never mind. No. I'm sorry, hubris. I thought that attack would be faster. Okay. I'll choose Capra this time. Just because it's funny. Now the Capra cheese that I've seen, you like jump from on top of the wall to on top of the wall on the other side, and then you like drop down into the arena. But that's way harder than just doing this. which is extremely easy. Oh my god. I should have... Oh, I do have the wolf ring on. This will be easy, actually. I forgot. Okay, I didn't even get hit. Dang, this game's hard. Honestly, that's probably one of the reasons I like Capra so much. That you can just cheese them like that. I think it's really funny. Learning that glitch made me appreciate Capra a lot more. Just because I don't have to do it in a run where I don't want to fight Capra. Fun fact, this dog, specifically, doesn't respawn for whatever reason. Let me think, what's the easiest large Titanite shard to get? I could grab one while going on my way to fight Quelaag, but I want more damage for Quelaag. Nah, it's fine. Bloodborne, I think, is my least played of the Souls-likes that FromSoft has put out. But I have played Sekiro less than Bloodborne. I did start playing Bloodborne a couple days ago because I want to make a series of videos on it like I did with Dark Souls 3. But it's hard to record because that's on my PS5 and it's just a whole thing. Plus, with the PS4 controller, I can't really play for too long just because my thumb is kind of messed up and I can't wear my brace while using that controller because of its shape. Nothing specific happened to my thumb. I just have... I don't remember. There's something wrong with my thumb. I could connect my Switch Pro controller, which is actually what I'm using right now, to my PS5 with a dongle, but that costs some money, and that's not something I have a lot of right now. Oh my god. Suffering from skill issue. The damage isn't the worst. Did I just hit her human half? Interesting. I don't know. I feel like Bluepoint doing a Bloodborne remaster would be like the best game for them to remaster, because with Demon Souls they changed a lot that made it not significantly worse, but they changed the atmosphere in ways that like most people don't prefer. They changed, or like the updated graphics and stuff changed the atmosphere a lot and just the vibe of the game. I feel like Bloodborne, the atmosphere would only be heightened, and it's kind of harder to misinterpret that. I am honestly surprised that they haven't done anything with Bloodborne, just because it would be so easy. Especially with how well Elden Ring is doing and all that. And like bigger streamers. I think, who is it? Kai is doing Bloodborne. Yeah, Bloodborne PC. Even if it's just like a 30 FPS PC port, how have they not done that yet? It's literally free money. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like console exclusivity makes sense from a business perspective, but only to a point. Like timed exclusivity seems to make a lot more sense in my mind, right? Also, I want to point out the fact that I have 2 slabs because I had to fight the stray demon twice. Still no idea why that happened. So as I'm editing the stream down, I'm interjecting in post because I thought this was funny. I had a couple internet issues during the stream. It cut out a couple times, whatever. But one of the times it cut out, as you can see, I was running toward this knight. I forget what they're called. The very next frame. How do I... Okay, parry timing. There we go. Oh my god, one shot. I really want a Wii U. Just so I can play some of the games on there. Like, I know a lot of them are getting ported to Switch, but the Wii U seems like such a unique and fun experience. I do still have my Wii, and I actually have it hacked. I also have my 3DS hacked, and have every single Generation 1 through 7 Pokemon game on there. That was... I still need to play a lot of them. I really want to play Generation 6, X and Y, but I just haven't yet. That's probably the one I'm most excited to play. I also have... Or I'm playing through Black 2 right now, because I've heard that Gen 5 is really, really good. I've been wanting to do a run with the Channeler's Trident. I guess I could just hack it in. I think that'd be a funny stream. Oh, I should be leveling up Endurance, huh? I also should have grabbed Favor and Protection and also Havel's, but I know, it's fine. Havel's Ring would be nice, though. One big problem I have, the reason I haven't been doing too many scripted videos recently, like the last one I did was the, the Baldur's Sidesword one. I haven't been doing many scripted videos recently just because it's so hard to make each run seem unique. Like, going through Sin's Fortress is exactly the same, no matter what weapon you have. You just do this, right? Same with going through Anor Londo. Like, if I make it through Anor Londo flawlessly, there's just nothing to talk about. So how do I make that unique and interesting from every other run I've done? Like, I get that I can just say, oh, I made it through Anor Londo and move on, or I can talk about going through Anor Londo similarly but slightly different each time. But I don't want to do that, right? I want to make all my videos fun to watch, both in isolation but also as part of the whole. And that's really, really hard to do. Because, like, I want to talk about the unique things that happen, but most of the time unique things don't happen. And I don't want to just ignore those parts. What I find fun is using the unique weapon that I've never used before, right? I think it's fun to use a weapon that I haven't used before and learn its quirks and differences. But a lot of a lot of the time it doesn't have differences, especially in those parts that I don't know what to talk about. Like, what do you want me to say different between the Balder Side Sword and the Silver Knight Straight Sword when going through Anor Londo? Or, well, I guess that's a bad comparison. When going through the Tomb of the Giants. What's the difference? Because there's not really one. You're just sprinting through the Tomb of the Giants to get to Nito with a weapon that you're not using through the entire area. So, I don't know. The Dark Souls 3 Dark Sword? I forgot I had a Dark Sword. Oh god. Okay, well. That's so mean. I can't believe you do that. Oops. The Dark Sword. Buffed with dark. The Dark Sword. Oh, no, that's so messed up. Of course. Oh my god. That was scary. I'm also on my period today, which is awful. Like, I don't bleed or anything, but the cramps, god. Especially going my whole life without them. I know most trans women, or I guess, yeah, AMAB people who start hormone therapy for estrogen and progesterone don't get periods, but of course. In a way, though, it's like weirdly affirming. I don't know. It's weird. All right, Ornstein and Smough. Let's see. Considering, oh my god. Oh, I'm not two-handing. I was going to say that damage is really low. Okay, not the worst. But yeah, oh no, the damage really is not bad. That's the thing I've heard about this weapon. I've heard this weapon doesn't do great damage, but I don't know. Especially since you can buff it, I don't think this is that bad at all. DS3 is homophobic? Yeah, true. It really is. What if I want to be a lesbian? How am I supposed to roleplay if I'm not even allowed to be a lesbian? The perfect spots in Dark Souls to have a Walmart Supercenter. I feel like that's not quite in my domain of video styles. I did get recommended the perfect spot, or the best spots in Dark Souls to get high or whatever. That was a pretty funny video. It started with without further ado. I thought that was pretty funny. I feel like that guy should make that video. Or that person, sorry. Ash Lake would look so much better with a Walmart. That's so true. I also, oh my god, that was so much more damage than I was expecting. Somebody said that the R2s on this weapon are bad, but they're just not. Like, what? That's so fast and does so much more damage? Huh? Whitetown Bridge needs a Starbucks? The wiggly one? I think that would be a great spot for a Starbucks. The wiggly bridge. I feel like we could pretty easily make Dark Souls a capitalist dystopia. I mean, utopia. I forgot to place the Lord Vessel. That's so awesome. I don't care about 10,000 souls. Huh? I love the messed up serpent animations. They're so funny. Just one big allegory for what life is like as a Waffle House employee. That's probably true. Miyazaki was a Waffle House employee, and then he made it big in the games industry, and he was like, you know what? I need to share my story. I forgot about the follow-up. That was very scary and definitely would have killed me. Sekira's getting revenge. Ooh, I stopped looking at the screen to look at chat, and that was a bad idea. Hopefully I can one-shot the Pasakas. This should one-shot? Cool. Better than the whip. Oh my god, how did that not hit me? My dark sword is slabbed up, and I have an extra slab. I don't remember if you were there for that. I really hope that somebody else has experienced that and can explain it for me, because that is such a weird thing to happen. Oh, slabbed up. That's how I like to spend my Friday evenings. And my Wednesday evenings while I'm streaming. Currently slabbed up, as we speak. I really need a girl to slab me up right now. Lab Day is my favorite national holiday. I love my streams. I love my community. This is great. Thank you all. Don't most snakes get freaky? I mean, that's why they call them Solid Snake. I don't remember if I've mentioned this in a stream, but this is a thought that I've had, just like a passing thought. Illusory Wall, in his video about the humanity drop system, right, talked about how when you come out of here, you're guaranteed a humanity drop on the next human enemy you kill, or the next viable enemy you kill. And how I used to think that was intentional to get back to the player after the intentional death. But I feel like the Basaka's dropping humanity while also being lore is the way they intended to do that, you know? The real reason we subscribed. I mean, that's probably the main reason. At least one person is in my Discord. I don't know why I said one person. There's no one in particular I'm thinking of. But there are several people in my Discord who probably stayed because we get freaky in there. So yeah, Slab's giving. You just have to deal with the whole family. It's just a... Ugh. I don't know. I feel like White Titanite Slab would be a lot more self-important. I feel like that would be the most annoying. Titanite Slab personality tier list. I'm going to do that at the end of the stream. I don't know how long that'll take to set up, but I promise you, if somebody reminds me, I will do that at the end of the stream. Okay, we will designate August 7th as National Slab or International Slabs Day. So-called normal people when they see a Pasaka from Dark Souls. Can we have a Slab Day present where we don't have any clams in the boss fight? That'd be very nice. One got in, I think. Damn. No Slabs Day present. Twinkling Titanite. Yippee. How's the jump attack? Worse than the R2. I feel like that's uncommon. I'll do Bed of Chaos next. But first, gotta go get Havel's Ring. Which hopefully will let me mid-roll with the whole armor set on. Probably not, though. Who needs vitality? It's about the cosplay. The cosplay is so much more important. Alright, Havel. Let's see if I can not die to you in one hit, because I haven't leveled my vitality at all. Egg vibes. Future muscle mommy right here. Something with leaving the asylum and going back without reloading the game. Oh, it's because I just went straight back there. Okay. Interesting. Thank you. You know, this is good damage and all, but what if I just... Okay, no, that's worse. I'm actually kind of surprised that that's worse. That does make sense, though. Because the demons are hot. Obviously. Look, I fought the Asylum Demon with fist only multiple times. And I get it. I understand why they did that. People say Centipede Demon is annoying because it punches you a bunch of times, but you can also just do that. So I've never really had an issue with Centipede. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everything's fine. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to one-shot the arm, but it's fine. R2, oh god. Not bad damage. Dang, that was hard. Why would it be wrong to hit on video game characters? They're not real. Like, I don't know. If I'm talking about like a celebrity or whatever, I'm not going to be like, oh damn, they're so hot. Unless they're like, unless that's part of their thing. Yeah, I don't know. With characters, like, especially overly fictionalized ones, like, I don't know, Stray Demon obviously doesn't look like a real person. Because it's a demon. But even with characters that conceivably look like real people, I don't really see anything wrong with it, and it's fun. If you're very... Rude's not the right word, but if you're very, like, against sex generally, and that kind of those kinds of topics. That's probably a lot more taboo, but I like being very, very sex positive because it's a kind of community I want to create and foster. I think it's nice to be able to be open about those things. Like, not obviously explicitly sexual stuff in public or whatever, but just being able to say, you know, sex is okay. Everyone has these feelings, and it's okay to be open about them, and it's okay to have them. Just because that fosters a lot of acceptiveness or whatever toward especially different identities and sexualities and stuff. Yeah, like I said, this community is very, very accepting just because I'm very, very accepting. And it's a kind of community that I wanted to build and foster. And there are a lot of people who have like been a part of the community and left it because of how open I am. But that's, I don't know, like some people are less comfortable with it. But I think overall it's generally a good thing. Yeah, a lot of people got weirdly, like genuinely mad at the tier list video, which is really, really funny. Because, I don't know, I like Capra Demon. Oh no. How dare you like Capra Demon? Actually, it was more like people being mad that I don't like their favorite boss or whatever. Cheese is yummy. What kind of cheese, though? Because, like, you know, I'm not going to eat cheddar straight. I don't think that's quite as good. But, like, mozzarella or Swiss is good on its own. The gayest cheese? Ooh, that's a hard one. Like, on its own, or the gayest cheese to like? Like, the personality of the cheese? Or the personality of the people who like the cheese? Because those are very different things. Swiss was my first choice, but I feel like that's a cheese that gay people like, not a cheese that would be gay if it had a personality. String cheese is either you're a child or you're gay. There's no in between. Yeah, I feel like blue cheese would be pretty gay. Spray cheese? No, spray cheese would be like bro dude, you know? Pepper Jack is an aggressive lesbian. That's so true. I 100% agree with that. That's a good take. No, liking Swiss cheese is not gay, but gay people like Swiss cheese. Very different things. Very important distinction. Oh, no. Craft singles. Craft singles, I feel like are closeted. You know what I mean? What kind of cheese does the bed of chaos like? Firebomb. I don't know. Provolone does feel gay, but not in just being gay. I don't know. There's like, they're queer, but they're not gay. And I don't know where else to go with that. Provolone is the most flamboyant straight cheese. I feel like provolone is just an experimenter, you know? Like, they're straight, but they're willing to try anything. I think that's why I'm confused. Oh no. That was terrifying. My whole life flashed before my eyes. Provy. I don't think I've ever heard anybody called provolone Provy, but I will exclusively be calling it that from now on. Okay, let me see if I have access to the tier list. Slab's giving family dinner tier list. I do indeed have access. Let's do this real quick. This is so dumb. So I think we came to the conclusion that White Titanite Slab is like above everyone. But I feel like they would add good conversation. But they're also extremely rude and arrogant. So I feel like this works better. And this is just my personal tier list. If you disagree, I totally understand. Blue is annoying, but I think rarely talks, but when they do it hurts would make more sense because they're like conservative. not necessarily conservative, but very bigoted. I don't know, like alt-right, you know what I mean? I feel like blue would be alt-right. Where is constantly brings up politics tier? That would be blue, I think. Normal is like chill, but not great, you know? Red, let me think. I feel like red would only be there for the food. They're kind of inflammatory, but they also don't talk, so it doesn't matter. Nobody talks to them because obviously they're just there for the food. Demon Titanite. Well, okay, so first of all, Dragon Scale is chill. Obviously just the vibes. And then Demon Titanite, I don't know, I feel like the only tier that doesn't have anything wouldn't, I don't think Demon Titanite fits here. I would put them here, personally. However, Twinkling Titanite would go in there doesn't show up tier because they're not here, obviously. Yeah, 9 Vitality. Why would I upgrade it? First of all, I need Endurance so that I can fast roll, which I feel like is more important than Vitality. But I don't know, just don't get hit. Problem solved. So I guess I do have a tiny bit of experience with that. Ouch. But what? Why did the clones disappear? Oh, because phase transition, right? But yeah, I don't know. Final Fantasy just isn't really my thing. Mask of the Child. Unironically, I feel like Pinwheel would be a really cool boss if you just had to survive a little bit longer. When you're getting bombarded by 9 pinwheels at once, it's a lot harder to dodge. From experience in my Soul Level 1 playthroughs. Though, usually at this point, I can kill him in a couple hits in Soul Level 1, which is really funny, I think. No, bad timing. Cool. Okay. I had faith, and it works. I've never done that before, I don't think. That's really funny. Oh, this thing has a really weird hitbox. What the? Like I said, really weird hitbox. Please, please. Let me survive. Cool. We're good. And easy. Yeah, I like Nito. I mean, it's only 5 p.m. for me. That's not as bad. I also have delayed sleep phase, but it's like 4 a.m. to noon, so it's not quite that bad. Bad, I say, as if sleep schedules can be bad. But yeah, I don't know. As long as you get 8 hours, you're fine. There's a lot of like, oh, you're lazy if you sleep at these times, but I don't know. People just sleep at different times. I expect to first try Sanctuary Guardian, and if I don't, I will be sad. I don't think Artorias will be difficult, and I don't think Manus will be difficult. The damage might be a little low for Kalameet, but I don't think it'll be that bad. Yeah, all pretty girls have either a messed up sleep schedule, IBS, or both. Stagger. Oh my god, I have the health bar immediately. That's really funny. Dang, this is a hard boss fight. This is my favorite boss fight in the entire series, by the way. God, I wish I had more health. That's really funny. What is that supposed to mean, Toast? Okay, the damage isn't the worst. It's not good, but whatever. There. Oops, that is not one to roll into. Ah! Everything's fine. There we go. Dark Souls 2 is hard to understand. Well, no, that's not true. If you try to play it like Dark Souls 1, and you have a hard time getting out of that mindset, then it can be a lot harder to play. But if you play it like an RPG, you know, and learn its quirks and understand it as you go, I think it's a lot more fun. The mindset difference, Dark Souls 1 especially, is a lot more about... It's a lot more about... I don't know. Dark Souls 2 is a lot more about the build, I guess, is what I mean. With Dark Souls 1, your build isn't quite as important. Pretty much all weapons are extremely viable. Which is also true of Dark Souls 2, but with Dark Souls 2, it's a lot more dependent on your gear generally, your leveling and all that. Which is why ADP exists, so that you can make a decision between rolling a lot or using a shield or relying on positioning while tanking or whatever, you know? So if you just like understand that you'll be playing the game differently from Dark Souls 1 and try to learn it from there, I think it'll be a lot more fun. It was a lot more fun once I did that anyway. Okay. Not the worst damage. Not the best damage either. 400 on an R2 isn't terrible. That was about what happened with the Black Knight Sword and the Asylum only playthrough. That was a really fun run to do, and I'm really proud of that video, but it didn't get very many views. Like, I'm not like upset about it or whatever, but I do kind of wish that video did better, just because I liked making it so much. What? Hubris. Hubris. No. I got stunned for too long. I can't believe I just died to Manus. What have I become? I beat Manus hitless with the whip, and then when I use the Dark Sword, I get obliterated. That's so awesome. I'm so good at this game. I don't know if you could tell. Alright, this is the one. Real noob hours. You're right, it's just because it's 5 p.m. As soon as 6 p.m. hits, it's all over. I love this combo and how it can extend basically forever. I've had that combo go on for so long. like 8 attacks in a row or something. Oh, I got hit. Tragic. Real noob hours. Getting hit by Manus? How could I? Skill issue. Oh. Very bad time to heal. Okay, I got this. It's just Manus. I beat Manus hit list like 4 times. It's fine. There we go. You know, usually by the time we get to Kalameet, we end up talking about hear me outs, and those hear me outs usually include Kalameet. What? But dying of heat stroke is so hot. I started liking Kalameet a lot more once I learned that you're supposed to dodge backwards from most of his attacks. Like a lot of people really complain about the neck hitboxes, but you're not supposed to go through the neck. A lot of Kalameet's attacks are very different from how you might expect to dodge them. I feel like that's also true of Midir, and that's why I didn't end up liking Midir in my most recent playthrough of Dark Souls 3. A lot of people said, not a lot of people, but a few people said that they found my Midir fight frustrating because I was just not fighting him the way the game expected me to. I'm like, I want to like Midir because I know that a lot of people like him, but we'll see. Actually, you kind of fight Kalameet the same way you do Sanctuary Guardian, right? Because a lot of Sanctuary Guardian's attacks are most easily dodged if you go backwards. Not all of them, obviously, but a good chunk of them. Like, especially the swipe and horn attack combo. Very, very greedy. I got extremely lucky. And now I get a first strike win. Shield bash only. No, thank you. Actually, I did do that with the Bone Wheel shield, but that was not the only part of the run. There was definitely a lot more to the run than just using the shield. Gaming, first try. Hardest boss in the series. Just like that. He's not dead. There we go. Gaming. I actually didn't notice that he wasn't dead. Alright. And then obviously, since we're a Dark Wraith, you know, part of the Dark Lord Covenant, I feel like it only makes sense to link the flame and get the head ending. This was a good weapon. I've heard a lot of people say it's not good, and I don't understand why. That was fun. I really like the moveset of it. I think it's fun. Thank you V, Manorock, Ryan Rickard, and Funny Guy 619 for continuing to support the channel. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for being here. Hope we all had fun. I don't know how to end